Every Friday, our entertainment reporter breaks down what movies are coming out and tells us if they're worth spending your hard-earned money on.
Exactly. Let's see what movie he's reviewing this week.
A very good morning. Our Hollywood happening this week looks at a new Disney release of a remarkable true story, Queen of Katwe. Katwe, Uganda, is one of the most poverty-stricken slums in all of the world. Yet a teacher, Robert Katende, played by David Oyelowo, offers a promise of a better life.
David, it's based on a true story, of course.
Yeah.
Your character's backstory, I thought, was interesting. Robert was soccer, am I right?
Yes, yeah. He had a great soccer talent. He got injured, which meant that he couldn't go on to pursue that. But he was one of those guys who was just talented at virtually anything he did, but he became an orphan quite early on, and poverty played a part in, some of his talents and abilities not being able to be fully realized. And that was part of the motivation for him to reach back and help others not have to suffer the fate he did.
And he was much more than a chess coach.
Yes.
Much more than a coach.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a life coach in many ways, a father figure to a lot of these kids who were also orphans, or poverty had meant that they had been abandoned by their parents, and so he didn't want for them what had happened to him.
Who would have believed in an area of the world like this, in Uganda, that chess would change the lives of so many people?
This is the power of films like this, because extraordinary things happen in extraordinary ways in ordinary places all the time. And I think that films like this illustrate how we are more alike than different. And often when you are looking at a place like Uganda from America or wherever in the world, you have perceptions that are not really built on fact or experience. And so to have a film like this made by a lady who's lived there for 27 years, and
Myra,
she can evoke, Mira Naya, for her to evoke what it's like to be there in such a truthful and authentic way. And you can feel that when you watch the film. I think, illustrates to the audience that this is something that maybe they didn't expect.
Something special. I, as a basketball coach myself in high school, I could teach basketball, but I can't imagine teaching these kids chess.
Right.
Not easy.
Not easy, but I imagine, as you were teaching basketball, there were things that, philosophically helped them in life. I'm sure not everyone you coached went on to be in the NBA, but they learned lessons from you that helped them in life. And that's the same thing Robert does in this film.
David, in just 1 minute that I have left, comment on your team. These kids were unbelievably good.
Yeah, they're really, really fantastic, and I learned so much from them because they hadn't acted for film before. Some of them haven't even seen a movie on a big screen before, so they're not aware of what the end product's going to be, and it enabled them to be way freer than maybe kids who are child actors would be. There's something you can sometimes get with child actors where it's very technical, very stagey. They were just so free, and that was infectious.
And the way they handled the culture shock, the airplane ride, the pool,
exactly.
the food, everything.
Yeah, very truthful, because some of the time that's actually how they were feeling.
You can say anything you want to say.
Chess helps us solve problems.
Hate me, but I'm gonna love you anyway.
It teaches us to make a plan.
If you didn't have a wall to hide behind,
Use your minds,
but you fall to pieces when your eyes met mine.
and you will all find safety.
Why are you letting her win?
I'm not letting her.
You can see 8 moves ahead.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. She won.
You could be the best in all of Uganda.
Good. How can I become a champion?
Sometimes the place you are used to is not the place you belong. You belong where you believe you belong. Where is that for you?
None of your sneak attacks. This is not the ghetto.
I don't need to sneak. Checkmate.
This year's gold medalist, Fiona Mute.
Your children are blessed because they have a mother who never gave up on them.
Walt Disney Studio has a successful track record for making heartwarming true stories into excellent movies, and Queen of Katwe is another example. Fiona Matesi's journey from the streets of Uganda to a world-class chess player is remarkable. Beautifully directed by Myra Nair, the pace of this coming-of-age story is perfect. I highly recommend Queen of Katwe. It's rated PG, my grade a B+, and checkmate. Also opening today, the action drama Deepwater Horizon starring Mark Wahlberg, The Accountant, a crime drama starring Ben Affleck, and Masterminds, an action comedy starring Jason Sudeikis. I'm going to see you next Tuesday right here on The Morning Blend with Armie Hammer, one of the stars of The Birth of a Nation.